What's good, man? What's good, man? So I'm gonna start off by saying this: like the video. It just helped me so other people could hear my voice. That's all I really want to do with this: let people hear my voice. But I got a few things to read for y'all, and then I'm gonna talk about it. But look what I got. Yeah, it hit different. So I told y'all I was gonna get that, man, and I got that. I'm excited. It hit different. It hit different. But like the video, give me a like, man. I'm gonna start off by saying, I'm gonna read this and then I'm gonna talk about it. It say, most people don't realize when the Holy Spirit is speaking through them. Self-explanatory. The only person you are destined to become is the person you decided to be. Bro. And then the last thing I got is never regret a day in your life. Good days give you happiness. Bad days give you experience. The worst days give you lessons. The best days give you memories. You cannot have the good without the bad. Remember that. So with that being said, I started by saying you got to change your mindset. When you change your mindset, everything is going to turn around. You got to change how you view life. So like I said in my last video, when you put out good, you receive good. If you put out bad, you receive bad. Everything is based off energy. So if you go through life with a mindset to only think about the good and not focus on the bad, your brain is gonna start to think that life is going good. Like it's a mind game. People don't realize that we control our reality with our mind. People don't realize that. That's a gift that God gave us, for us to be able to control our reality with our mind. Because the real world is in your head. But me and my cousin, we was talking about it, and I was asking him, I'm like, so, because I wanted to see what he thought about it. You get what I'm saying? I wanted to see how he thought, because my cousin, he see my videos and stuff. So I didn't want to ask him or tell him, do you think the same as me? I wanted to see what he thought for himself. So I asked him, I said, you believe in God, right? And I know he did. I just wanted to see what he was going to say. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, all right, so do you sometimes feel like this life that we live in is not the real life? Like do you feel like this is not real life? Like, do you feel like there's a life higher than this, or basically another reality? And he basically was like, yeah, I do. And it was taking me some time to try to say it how I wanted him to interpret it, but he got what I was saying. He was like, yeah, I feel like the spirit world is real. Like, he was telling me he believe in all that stuff, he know it's real. And he was like, he told me a story. He was like, the other day he didn't want to get up and do something for school or whatever it was, and he had to like sign up for school or whatever. And he was being lazy. He was like, man, I don't want to get up and do it. And he told me, he was like, one part of him was telling him, man, I could do it later. And another part of him was telling him, get up and do it now. Like he told me that God told him go. And mind you, he don't really have experiences like this. So I'm glad that I was able to talk to him around this time, because the situation that he was telling me about, it had just happened. So he told me, he said he know it was God. He said, because like God forced him to get up and do it. And I was like, yeah, that's how it is. Like, one part of you is going to be saying bad and one part of you is going to be saying good. You got to listen to the voice that's telling you good, because naturally that's God. Whenever you do something that you wouldn't normally do for the better, whether it's you or somebody else, That's God. So when he told me that, I was like, yeah, bro, that's that's how you know when God's speaking to you. When you start to think and do stuff that you normally wouldn't do, that's God working through you. So that day that God told him to get up and go, he did it, and he felt good about himself. He got a lot done that day, and he was like, man, like, I know that was God speaking to me, because I wouldn't have did it. And I told him, I was like, yeah, bro. And I forgot what I was gonna say to him, but I was trying to get him to realize when God is speaking to him. You know what I'm saying? So I was trying to tell him, like, when you see stuff over and over, or like certain patterns repeat, or like you get an idea and you're not too sure, and then you get a confirmation from somebody that you never told about it or something like that, or say you thinking about something and somebody a day later come have a conversation up with you about that, and you didn't tell them about it, like stuff like that, that's God giving you confirmation. So I was telling him, like, yeah, bro, that's good that you realized that God was speaking to you that day. But I asked him, I was like, why don't you get deep with it? Like, why you don't, like, I didn't ask him why don't you, but I told him, like, man, you should pray, like you should start talking to God. And then he told me, he was like, he tilted his head down. He was like, man, I ain't gonna lie, bro, like, I'm not doing good. Like, I'm not living good. I'm not living right. And I told him, I was like, bro, and I was geeked when he said this. I said, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro, I felt the same way. And I told him, I said, how you feel right now is how I used to feel. How you feeling right now? I told him, I said, bro, you don't gotta be perfect or righteous to walk closer to God. You could walk closer to God whenever, and you should start as soon as possible. But I was telling him, the enemy gonna trick you into thinking that you gotta do this, or you can't be doing this and thinking you gonna pray to God. You know what I'm saying? Like, the enemy gonna have you thinking you gotta be good to talk to God, and that's not the case. I told him, God is to walk through this with you. God, you're not supposed to come to God when you good. You're supposed to come to God when you not good, and he gonna make you good. You know what I'm saying? And I was telling him, like, for example, some dads, I just put it to him like this. I was like, some dads, they want their son to play basketball, and instead of helping him get good, they just want to, is you trash or not? Is you good or not? Like, how many points did you have? You see what I'm saying? But it's other dads that's gonna pay for trainers and coach and take you to the YMCA every day, stuff like that. God is one of those dads that's gonna help you through the process. He not gonna wait till you finish and be like, all right, what did you do? How good are you? That's not how it works. And most people think that's how it works. Subconsciously, that's what people think. They think that, man, I can't pray to God, or I can't do this because I'm doing this, or I did this, or I did that. When that's not the case, you gotta have faith that God is gonna make you better. Once I stopped thinking about, like, man, I gotta wait to do this. For example, I used to be like, I'm a wait till I get a job to do this, or I'm gonna wait till I get a house to do this, or I'm gonna wait till you feel me? You gotta act on what you got. So one more thing I'm gonna say about that is, God don't put you on this earth with nothing that you should have. God don't put you on this earth without you never lacking, basically. So basically what I'm saying is, when God created us, it was nothing that we was it's nothing that we don't have that God wants us to have. Everything that we was born with, everything that he put in us, everything that he blessed us with is to help us. He gave us all the tools. When we first touched earth, he gave us all the tools we needed, right? So some people think that they don't have the tools. And once I realized that I got everything I need to be successful, that's when I started feeling better. That's when I started having hope and faith. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, you can't let the enemy trick you. Like, for example, I be having thoughts like, man, like, what if this, what if that? And to be honest, that's negative. Like you can't be questioning and you can't be worried. You got to know that it's going to happen for you. And once you have that mindset, you're going to naturally work off that mindset. If I didn't have faith that my YouTube channel was going to do what it's going to do, I wouldn't be sitting here doing videos for 5 people, 10 people, 15. You know what I'm saying? Like, so once you change your mindset, you start to move different. You start to do stuff differently. Once you start changing your actions, the consequences from those actions are gonna reflect it. So a lot of people, they think that they can't come to God when they messing up, and to be honest, that's the reason you go to God, so he could help you stop messing up. And I was telling my cousin, like, bro, I was in the same place that you in right now. How you feel is how I used to feel. So talk to God and he gonna help you. And I'm gonna talk to him some more about that, because I don't think you feel me? I talk a lot, so I don't think I was hitting the key points because I was forgetting some stuff. But yeah, I was telling him, like, just talk to God, bro. Like, he gonna help you get better. I told him, I said, you can't be like Jesus without God. You can't even come close to what Jesus did without God. You need God to stop sinning. You need God to stop doing this and stop doing that. You're not going to be able to do it by yourself. And that's why people struggle today, because they try to do it by themselves, not realizing that God He's trying to help you. And when you let him help you, it's so much easier. When you trust in God and you believe in God with your whole heart, like you don't even care about nothing no more. Like, you don't even care about not having a job. You don't care about not having money. You don't care about not eating. You don't care about certain stuff, because you know it's gonna come. And then when you least expect it, it come. So every day I wake up, I pray for a great miracle-filled day. And every day has been a great miracle-filled day, whether it's been small miracles or big miracles. When you wake up every day and you pray, when you wake up every day and you manifest the life that you want, eventually it's gonna come. And I'd be lying if I didn't say that I don't see the change. Like, mind you, stuff that's happening to me right now, it's been happening, but I didn't realize that it was a blessing from God. So when you start to realize that God is blessing you and you appreciate it and you show him, like, hey, I know that was you, he gonna send more your way, because he know that you really believe. And when he know that you working to get better, he know your heart. So you can't come to God for what you want. You got to come to God for what you need. So yeah, man, I love my peoples, but it's a lot of weird fake energy going around. So I try my best to, like, be patient with people that haven't found God, because it's a lot of people that either believe in God or hasn't found God, and they do certain stuff that rub me the wrong way. And I'm trying to be patient with them, because now that I'm at where I'm at, I realize that they don't got the same mindset as me yet. And I pray that they do eventually, but I gotta learn to be patient with people that's not on the same level as me. And I'm not saying like I'm higher than somebody, but at the same time, some people, they don't grow, they don't evolve, they don't learn. And that's kind of frustrating to me, because I'm only 21 and it's a lot of people that I see that, you feel me, like, they still act the same way, they still do the same stuff, they still ain't trying to figure nothing out. If you live in life every day and you tired of your life and you not trying to change nothing, you not trying to figure nothing out, then you don't hate that shit enough. When you get to a point where you hate your life so fucking bad, it's either you gonna turn to the enemy or you gonna turn to God. And I'm not no goofy. I know what's good and what's bad, so I'm gonna turn to God. You know what I'm saying? It's some people that believe in God and they know God is real and they still do certain stuff. They still turn their back on God. And it's kind of like, dang, you bold. You bold. Because you know what's coming. Or some people don't really want to believe that, but it's cool. So, you feel me? I'm trying my best to, like, oh yeah, We going up on TikTok, man. Hey, if you watching this still, we going up on TikTok. Follow me on TikTok. I get a lot of love on TikTok. If you watching this and you from TikTok, I love you. Y'all ran my last video up. I was so grateful for that. That was a good feeling. I had like a lot of people commenting. I had 100 likes, almost 1,000 views in less than a week. So I appreciate that. I'm glad that people hear what I say and they able to agree with it and take it into consideration when going through life. But the main point and purpose of my channel is to motivate people and to guide people into the light, if you get what I'm saying. So it's a lot of people going through stuff and they don't realize that it's up to them. It's up to you. God gave us the powers to do it. He gave us the power to be rich. He gave us the power to be poor. He gave us the power to be the president of the United States or be a McDonald's worker. It's all up to you. It's all up to you. When I was a kid and they used to say, you could be whatever you want. Bro, I was like 5, 6 years old not believing that. Bro, how can I be whatever I want? You could be the United States president. How can I be the president of the United States? How? But like I said, what did I say? This right here. The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. So that's real rap, man. When you come to God and you really ask him, it hit so different. When you just let it go and give it to God, it hit way different. I used to wake up every day. I still wake up every day happy. I wake up every day happy because it's like, bro, I know something. I'm progressing. I'm getting better. I'm taking it step by step, and I'm not rushing the process. You know what I'm saying? It's a Bible verse that I wanted to read, but I forgot what it was before I started the video. But basically, it was saying something like, do not despise of your small beginnings, for God is rejoicing, seeing that you started. Something like that. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But basically, when you ask God what do he wants you to do and you start to do it, it's not going to take off immediately. You got to be persistent and consistent, and eventually it's going to happen because God's will has to be done. So whether you believe it or not, I'm going to take off with this regardless because I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. When you're doing what God wants you to do, he's going to make it happen. He's the creator of all creations. He run everything.